So, okay, we're off. So what we're going to do, let's first of all, I think what we're going to do is really work hard at this. I mean, I know you have been working hard at it, but I'm going to suggest that we talk once a week, and that we're not going to do it not necessarily on Zoom. We'll have a chat on Messenger just to keep up with it every week, because you've been so patient, and I think we're going to have to see what we can do. Okay.
Because I believe there's no sign that it's nothing. And like can you hear me?
Sort of. I can hear you. I don't think it's going to go into the recording though.
Right. I probably have to way, but overnight time, and I don't think the way to do all my phone calls in the evening when I'm outside to kill time.
Yeah.
Right. So when which is fine, that's fine. But in the day, murder. Like in the day, like I'll go out and then she's crying and howling.
Oh.
I mean, it's not like a howl, like but you know, she's crying and that, and like.
Tell me then. Tell me first of all exactly what happens in the evenings when it works. Exactly what in the evenings you can leave her for a little while. Is that right?
I can leave her for about 20 minutes.
Right. Okay. So in the evening, when you're ready to go out, exactly what do you do?
Right. I put the coat on. I pick the bag up. Put the hat on. Get the phone. Pick up the keys, and then I'll go back to, I'll give her a chew, I'll say back to, I'll go out. And then I'll go down the stairs, she hears me going down the stairs, and then, but when I'm down the bottom, because obviously it's the main door, I open it, and then I just sort of, not close it fully, I just pull it to behind me.
Right.
And then, after a while, when I've been outside, I sort of creep back in the main door and I wait downstairs.
Right.
And
okay. So when you she's had her tea, has she? It's evening you're doing it. Okay, so what happens before you put your coat on?
I say, well, I say, Mum, you can do back soon. We do back soon, and that's what I say to her.
Okay.
And then I put, obviously, because I put knitting down, and then I get up, and then I go and get my coat.
Okay, well, go back to what you do in the daytime. Is it exactly the same?
In the day, I put the coat on.
What do you do? You're not knitting in the day?
I do all the normal stuff, what I was doing in the evening, and then I get to the bottom of the stairs, and then she starts.
Right. And in the evening, what sort of time is it you go?
Well, I used to do it about 9, but now what I do is do it about 10 in the evening. And then what I do but I only do it once now. So I go down there, stay down there for about 20 minutes, 15 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes. And then I'll come back up, and then I only do it once now because she's not doing the crying and stuff.
Okay, right. And what time do you normally do it in the daytime?
But now I do it about 10 in the evening.
Right.
When I come back up, I'll do this once. Then I take some wee, but then I get the lead, put it on her, take it for a week. So I do that basically straight after I come back up.
Well, I suppose, doing it late like that, her body clock's telling her it's bedtime, isn't it? So she's feeling a lot tireder, more sort of relaxed, and she knows nothing else is going to happen. Whereas I think in the daytime, she knows she's missing out on something. Yes. Yeah, that's right.
When I get downstairs, and I'll walk to door,
Yeah.
the main door,
Yeah.
that's when she starts crying.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
I was up down about 5 times. But the whole, like, and then in the end, like, you end up getting cross, and then I thought to her, don't cry, it's that food, I'll get paid.
Well, that won't help, will it?
I know.
Won't help you.
No.
Right. I'm trying to think what, I mean, you've been so patient.
I know. It's like, I think with work, just how
Yes.
I can't leave for the day.
Right.
I mean, what I did last week, I got a cafe sort of over the road.
Yes.
And I sort of went over there, had a coffee,
Mm.
and I was watching her on the camera, and she was just crying the
Yeah.
whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder, you know, whether, because you've worked so very hard at it, whether you ought to go and have a word with your vet.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you've done this for a long time, and vets like you to do behavior work, have a behaviorist before they look at medication. But there are there are meds that help, that might get you know, not forever, but just to sort of get you over this hump, sort of. I think it might be worth, not to say we must try to see if we can change the plan a little bit, but I think it would be a good idea, perhaps now after all this time, is to go and see if you can get a bit of help from the vet.
Yeah.
So,
It's just in the day.
yeah. So let's take it back to, yeah, I'm sure it's because you think she's missing something. Because when you go out, maybe you need to do more of the things like leaving her behind doors, walking out of that and coming straight back, and, you know, more. Now you're doing nothing apart from going out for sort of 10, 15, 20 minutes, isn't it? You're doing that. And in a way, the only way this really tends to work is if you never leave her longer than she, you know, to start with a very small thing, and then along you've done all that, though, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done that for the evening, yeah, but for the day.
But you've never done that in the day.
What I haven't done in the day, what I've been doing in the day is basically doing what I'm doing in the evening now.
Yes.
So.
But you've never done this. But in the evenings, you did short. But did you in the day do very short ones, like 1 minute, then 2 minutes, then 3 minutes, and then 4 minutes?
No.
Well, I think that's the problem, because the whole way it works is, if you start with, say she was absolutely panicked as soon as you stood up, you would then do quite a lot of walking to the door, opening it, shutting it, and go and sit it down again. Walk to the door, open it, shut it, sit down again. Do lots of that so she gets really used to it. Drop her a bit of food, perhaps, as you get up and go. Okay. Now the next thing is get her used to that. Now get her out and go out the top door and shut the door and come back in again. Go out the top door, shut the door. Okay. Now, and don't put your coat on or anything yet. Now, next thing is to put your coat on and do the same thing. Okay. And build it up gradually. I think that's what's been happening. It's meant to be a slow build up, if you like, so that you always come back before she panics. And as you do so, you introduce the things, you do all your other things that you've taught her, like you're back soon or whatever it is you say to her. And then add when you can get out the door without her really taking much notice of you, start putting your coat on and putting your keys up and doing those things as well, and add that into it. I think that's where it's gone wrong.
Basically, I'll say when I get to the main door down.
Yeah. Well, you need to work harder at the stages before you get there. Yeah. That's what it is. It has to be done. It's a bit like a ladder. It's like you're starting on step 8 or something of the ladder. In the evening, because she knows it's bedtime, she's not missing out on anything, you can sort of start more or less at step 8. But in the daytime, you've got to go, you know, up the other steps before you get there. And I think that's what's been going wrong.
So basically, how I start doing it,
yes,
I need to start to do that in the day.
Oh, definitely. What really you should have done is the same thing all the time, whether it's irrespective of daytime, evening, whatever.
Because, you know, I was thinking that I'm doing what I'm doing in the evening as now.
Yes.
It's like in the day I'm starting at the top.
Exactly. That's right. You're starting at the top of the ladder. What another thing you could do is 5 minutes at a time, bring the evening time earlier. Very gradually, you know, say if it's 10 o'clock now, make it 5 o'clock, 5 to 10 tomorrow, and 10 to 10 the day, and gradually bring that forward.
And not come in and put a leave on paper for a week and go to bed.
Well, not unless it's last thing at night, but you could gradually move that forward. But I think where this has gone wrong, I couldn't understand why, because you worked so hard, why it wasn't working. And that is what it is. The rule is it is done gradually, and you need to always come back before she starts to panic. Because every time you leave her panicking, you set yourself back again.
Yeah.
And so even though you only go for 2 minutes in the day, you still leave her a little bit of food, and you still say back soon, and you still come back. You know, you do the things. Right, work hard for this week.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk again. We'll have a chat again, but we needn't record it, I don't think. We will have a chat again on Messenger in a week's time, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
And let's get a move on with this. And if in a week's time it's really not making a, you know, you can't see some progress, then go to the vet.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
And what?
Because I went sort of always an action. I got the CBD oil.
Yes.
And I've got the vape shop back road, my local shop. The person who owns it, I know him, and he said that you can get one pet, but you can give the dog the adult one.
What? Vapes?
No.
Oh, I see. Oh, right. Yes. The thing, yeah, that's probably quite good, but it's not what you're doing. You need to do the gradual process. That is the thing. If you work hard at it, you do it several times each day, and it's only going to be a short while.
So I get the valerian for the dog.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I
Well, it might make a difference, and you can have plugins you can leave behind. You know, and you can put an adaptil collar on. All these things, they might work a little bit, but I think if you don't make some progress soon, you need to go and get some proper stuff from the vet.
Yeah, right. This weekend.
But you haven't. What you've done, you've cut corners, and I really didn't realize. If I wish I'd picked up on that. That you know, it had every time that every time the whole point is you come back before she starts to stress.
Yeah, so go to the door, come in, go to the
Yes.
door.
Yes, do lots of it. Well, get up, walk to the door, sit down again, and get her so used to you getting up, walking to the door, and putting your coat on and all that stuff that she stops taking too much notice.
Yeah.
But yeah,
right.
I think, and as I say, possibly the vet next week. But let's have another talk. We'll have a chat. Shall I put you in my diary for 7 o'clock in a week?
Yeah, that's fine. Because this time it's sort of better for me, really.
Okay.
Because I'm never around in the day.
Right.
So yeah, okay then.
Well, if something crops up, I'll let you know. We'll change it to another day. But I'll put it in my diary for 7 o'clock for now, anyway. Yeah. Next Saturday.
Yeah,
all right.
I've taken a while because you know, I have to wait for money to £5, although it's only £7. But I have so many things to sort out this week.
Yeah.
So anyway, and I've done it. So
my notes tell me anyway. I owed you half an hour anyhow. I think we ended early before, so you know it's good. I'm paying you back now. Okay. So what I'll do now is I will upload it onto YouTube again. So all you've got to do is just click it. All right. I think you need to listen to it though, because I think it's the whole concept of the ladder.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, because I think you sent it on the messenger last time, because it's easier on there.
I will. I'll put it on Messenger for you.
Yeah.
But I've got to upload it onto YouTube, so it will take a few minutes. Okay. I'll stop the recording.